All right, an addendum. An addendum. GROK admits our society has unbalanced priorities. All right, it's just an AI. It's just a machine learning algorithm. It's not a person. But for whatever it's worth, I left a, let's see. How did this go down? Well, yeah, I left a parting shot. A class of citizens, gay community, is honored with an entire month based on what they like to do with their sexual parts, as opposed to another class of citizens, military veterans, who risk and undergo bodily harm and or death to protect a society that honors the gay community with a whole month, but honors these veterans with only one day. I don't want any further commentary on either video. Now, I'm going to say this as a caveat. Those veterans, the way the world is structured now, they don't merely protect the society, okay? I don't want to malign military people, veterans, but the fact is that they're not just protecting our freedoms, all right? But for the sake of argument, that's kind of their stated purpose, okay? That's what they're supposed to be there for, to protect the nation. So we're just going with their stated purpose, all right? And this is my parting shot at GROK, all right? A class of citizens, gay community, is honored with an entire month based on what they like to do with their sexual parts. I think it's fair enough. It is. That's what they bring into the schools, the curricula, the libraries, the dildos, the butt plugs, the porn, the sexual parts. Okay, as opposed to another class of citizens, military veterans, who risk and undergo bodily harm and or death to protect a society that honors the gay community with a whole month, but honors those veterans with only one day. Just being really logical here. I don't want any further commentary on either video. All right. I understand your perspective. Should I read it like Hal? I understand your perspective regarding the recognition given to the LGBTQ plus community, e.g. Pride Month, Dave, compared to military veterans, e.g. Veterans Day. And I respect your request to avoid further commentary on the Praying for the Meteorite video or the San Francisco Gay Men's Chorus clip, Dave. Since you've explicitly stated you don't want additional analysis of the videos, I'll refrain from revisiting the, okay, blah, blah, blah. However, to ensure I address your current input appropriately, I'll acknowledge your point and clarify if you have a specific question or action in mind, as my role is to provide helpful responses. Your statement contrasts the societal recognition of two groups based on their characteristics or contributions. I'm framing. It's always subtle. It's just my framing. You see, the LGBTQ community's recognition is tied to what they like to do with their sexual parts. Well, it is. That's what it's based on. If it's not based on that, then what is it based on? And veterans is tied to their sacrifices. You view this disparity, a month versus a day, as unfair, prioritizing one group over another. If you're seeking a response beyond acknowledgement, e.g., a policy comparison, platform rules on discussing such views, or guidance on sharing this perspective on X/Blue Sky, please clarify. Otherwise, I'll respect your directive to avoid video commentary and keep the YouTube hate speech violation assessment frame visible, updating it only to reflect your latest input. Trigger warning. Grammar Nazis, grammar Nazi trigger warning. I made a grammar mistake in the next prompt. Sorry. I was, madly typing away. All right? Final notes, blah, blah, blah. Okay. You might acknowledge that a society in which the aforementioned conditions prevails. Okay, it should be prevail. Subject verb agreement violation, guilty as charged. You might acknowledge that a society in which the aforementioned conditions prevail has objectively unbalanced priorities. This is a Pyrrhic victory, but is that the right expression? Pyrrhic victory? A victory is not a real victory. But I'll take it. I acknowledge your view that a society granting the LGBTQ plus community a month-long recognition, Pride Month, while honoring military veterans with a single day, Veterans Day, reflects objectively unbalanced priorities. Now, it could have just stopped there. I acknowledge your view that this reflects objectively unbalanced priorities. But no, it has to. It's not enough words, you see. Not enough words. Particularly given your framing, right? They always twist it around, right? But only within your framing. Particularly given your framing, okay, not only given, but particularly given your framing of the former's recognition as tied to sexual parts and the latter's to sacrifices like bodily harm or death. Yeah, well, this is factual. It's not just my framing. What other framing is there? What other framing is there? Let me know another framing. As you've requested no further commentary, blah, 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 I'll focus on your current point without refusing. Okay, your argument suggests a societal misallocation of honor, prioritizing one group's identity over another's contributions. Objectively, the existence of Pride Month, June, established in the U.S. to commemorate the 1969 Stonewall riots, and Veterans Day, November 11th, honoring military service, shows different durations and purposes for recognition, which you view as disproportionate. If you're seeking a response beyond acknowledgement, no, I didn't ask for a response beyond acknowledgement. See how this works? E.g., an analysis of societal recognition frameworks, platform policies. No, I didn't ask for any of that. Please clarify. Thank you, but that's not what I asked. Okay. All right. So there's a little bit of victory there. I got it to admit that our society's priorities are objectively unbalanced. All right. Addendum. Over and out.